Yep, you're pursuing some more distance. You're pursuing some consistency. I know it. Raise your hand. Ooh, 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 that's me. Yeah, I know. And you know where you find it? You find it in a thing we call angle retention. You might have heard of it as lag. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends what we got going on here. So what is lag? Well, lag is that the club head is lagging behind the handle. So when it comes in here, the handle is going like this, and it's pulling the head of the golf club. Now, the club is going to swing, but the head is behind the handle, okay? When that head passes the handle, you should be past impact. Pretty simple, right? When I get to a point where the head of the golf club is past the club head, it should happen past impact. If the head of the golf club is passing the handle prior to impact, you're going to get a tremendous amount of face rotation going on in the club. You're going to miss the center of the club face dramatically, and that's going to lead to very unpredictable distances, not just because the club head speed is going to be changing in its speed, but also, too, because the speed of the club head isn't going to transition into the ball because of the miss hits, right? So if you come in here and you let go of this lag early, here, it's kind of a scoop. I swung that club at about 56 miles an hour. I'm telling you, I don't have much more speed if I chuck the club like I just did. I get in here, and I get in, and I really fling that like that. Like I chucked that as fast as I could hit it. That club head speed was 71 miles an hour. That 6-iron that I'm hitting went a whopping 133 yards. And by the way, stay right there because I want to point out this one thing. Look at the vertical launch right here, 26.3. So that thing literally launched at almost 10 degrees higher than what I would normally do with a 6-iron. Now, what I want you to feel is I want you to feel this lagging thing going on. Now, what happens when we have lag? Well, one, my trail wrist, my right wrist, has some real bend in it this way. It's not straightened out. So the back part of my right wrist is really bent right there. And it doesn't start bent. It goes back into the backswing, and it gets bent in here. And then when I start coming down, I keep that, okay? I'm not going to go fast. So there's my bend. And now I keep that bend. And what you're going to see is, while I didn't swing it fast, that ball launched. Come on over here to the ball data. What you can see is that golf ball launched at 17 degrees there, okay? So it went from 26 to 17. Now, let me record this so you get an idea of what this is going to look like, and then I'll explain to you how to do it. So set it up here like this. Now I'm going to make a backswing. It's going to get in here. That wrist is going to get that angle. And now I hit it. That one had a little bit more speed to it. So that ball had 72 miles an hour of club head speed, 102 miles an hour of ball speed. That one went about 152 yards. But the other thing that's cool, come back over here to 4 so you can see this. That vertical launch again, we were talking about before, was 26. That 26 that we had has dropped to 16. Once that thing drops to 16, I know I'm in good shape, okay? So I've lessened that by 10 degrees. Now, let's see what we have going on over here. So there's one key position. Okay, so I'm not making a full backswing. Don't hold me accountable for that. Now, so this is what we call first touch. And this is when the handle of the golf club first touches the trail thigh. And the head of the golf club in that position should be above parallel to the ground. So if I come out of the handle and I go parallel to the ground here, that's parallel to the ground. This club shaft is 17 degrees It's at a 17-degree angle, which means it's 17 degrees higher than parallel to the ground. And that's why that thing can launch at 16 degrees, because I now have created angle coming into this strike. So when I get into the golf ball now, you can see that the hands are already past. I'm coming up from the ball now. So I come up from the golf ball straight, which is right there. My hands are past the ball, but the club head is not to the ball yet. So now I go into the strike. The shaft of the golf club now has a lean to it, and that lean is about 7 degrees past the strike. It was probably a little bit more than that through the strike. Probably it was coming in at about 8 or 9 degrees, but with the strike of the ball, it's going to stop some things. So, and then post strike, there's a little kick in that shaft that's going to throw that head a little bit forward, and now all of a sudden I'm there. But the point is, and what you can understand is that I have created lag, which creates de-lofting, which creates lower launch angle, which creates more speed. Okay? Get rid of this. Come back over here. Now, how do we teach ourselves how to create lag? It's a great question. I'm glad you asked it. Here's how you go. What I want you to do is I want you to feel this. So what I like to do is start here like this and then just hit a little chipper pitch shot. Okay? And when you start here in this position, you're going to feel that wrist in that bend, and now you just keep it. Okay? So you just maintain that. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Because why wouldn't you? I'm going to record that, and let's see what that thing looks like, okay? Let's see what the angle is that we get here. So I'm going to go over to here, do a little bit of this, some of that, and then I'm going to give you one of these. Okay? And now, go over here. Let's go back here. And now, there's the hands past the ball. Wow, that's even farther forward than what I would normally get. So there's the strike. Look at that shaft lean there. That shaft lean, that's 12 degrees of shaft lean. That is that's more shaft lean than what I got when I did the first one. Look at this one. That's the full swing. There's that shaft lean, so that's going to be at 7 again. Right there. And look at the difference. See where my hands are right here? They're up in that, ahead of that lead thigh. This one here, they're right in the middle of that lead thigh. So I actually created more lag. I created a better strike. I created a lower launch. That one launched at almost 10 degrees. So by doing that and creating that much more lag, now all of a sudden I launched it even lower. And if you're struggling with keeping lag, maintaining that angle, now all of a sudden this drill is going to help you. So let's talk about it again. You're going to take this back halfway. You're going to feel this wrist have that bend. Keep that and then strike down in there just like that. After you've done that for a little while, now all of a sudden you can add this into a longer swing. So you get up here, you'll feel that same wrist thing that you felt here. You're going to feel it up here, and now you're going to maintain that all the way down through the strike there. I'm going to go at this one a little bit harder, see if we can get a little bit of speed, and see if I can get a launch angle that is somewhere in that 15 to 18 degree window. Again, as long as it's not in the 20s, I'm not all disappointed in that. So there's a strike, not a full strike, but a good one. Launch angle at 13.2. Jump on up here, Gibbsy. And look at this. Got that thing to launch at 13.2. That means I've got that club exactly where I want it. It's leaning going forward. Let's do it again. I got to get this thing to really jump off the club face. Now, when I start doing that, this is when that launch angle will come up from that 13.2. Okay? So here we go again. A little fuller swing. Oh yeah, that's what we call washing your mouth out with Blisterine. Come on, get it. Oh, it almost got it. Now, let's come up here and look at what I got, because this is where I play. This is what my stuff looks like. So first of all, launch angle at 17. It's not the 26. Remember I told you it's about 10 degrees. I'm playing at about 17. Club head speed at 81, not max, but certainly faster. Ball speed at 117. That's a 175 on my 6-iron, which is exactly what I play. I get out there at 175, I'm pulling the 6-iron out of there, and that apex at 84 feet, I'm typically at about 90 feet with a little bit more club head speed, same numbers and everything. That thing there would have gotten up to 90. That's where I'm playing. So that all means this. You want to learn how to create some lag. You want to learn how to create some consistency in the delivery of the club face, consistency in its delivery of the loft. You got to make sure that you're consistently letting the handle of the golf club beat the club head. The club head has to, air quotes, lag behind. And in order for you to do that, you got to really feel that position of that trail wrist, do that drill. I know it's going to help you. It's going to add some distance and consistency to your game, and you're going to love the way it feels. To improve all parts of your game, subscribe to my channel and click the link below.